In 1998, a professor named Laura Anderson at Columbia University ran an interesting experiment. She gathered a large group of fifth graders and had them work alone on a series of very challenging puzzles. Regardless of how each child actually performed, every single one was told they did exceptionally well, better than most other students. But then came the twist. Half of the students were told they scored high because they worked hard. The other half were told it was because they were naturally smart and gifted. After that, each student was given 3 more types of puzzles to try: easy ones, medium ones, and extremely difficult ones. What happened next was revealing. The students who were praised for being smart spent most of their time on the easy puzzles. They barely touched the hardest ones and spent less time overall trying to solve any puzzles, a clear sign of lower motivation. When asked afterward, they even said they didn't enjoy the experiment much. On the flip side, the students who were praised for working hard focused mainly on the challenging puzzles. They spent much more time trying to solve them, showing higher motivation. And after the experiment, they said they actually enjoyed the whole experience. So, what's the takeaway? It all comes down to something called locus of control, the degree to which you believe you have control over what happens in your life. The kids told they were smart were pushed toward an external locus of control. They believed factors outside their control, like innate talent, determined their success. After all, you can't control whether you're born smart. But the kids told they succeeded because of hard work started to develop an internal locus of control. They believed their own effort and actions led to their success. And how much effort you put in is something you can control. Studies like this one show again and again that an internal locus of control is key to staying motivated. You have to feel that you're in charge of your life and responsible for your outcomes if you want to keep your drive alive. I saw this play out in real life when I managed a sales team years ago. This wasn't retail, it was old-school door-to-door sales, which has one of the highest turnover rates. Most people quit within a week. You need serious motivation to face hundreds of rejections daily before making a single sale. Over time, I learned to spot who would last. When a new salesperson had a bad day, no sales at all, I'd ask them one question. Why do you think you didn't make any sales today? Their answer told me everything. If they blamed the weather, the weekend, or the neighborhood, I knew they wouldn't last. They had an external locus of control. They believed factors outside their control were holding them back, so they'd knock on fewer doors, which, of course, became the real reason they made no sales. That's the trap of an external locus of control. When you feel nothing you do matters, you stop trying. Why bother if the world is against you? So, how can you build an internal locus of control to stay motivated? Research shows the best way is to solve problems in your own life, and then consciously recognize that your actions led to the solution. Let me give you an example. Say you struggle with falling asleep. You do some research and learn that getting morning sunlight, using your bed only for sleep, and putting a blue light filter on your phone can help. You try them, and sure enough, you fall asleep 15 minutes faster. When you notice that change, tell yourself, I did this. My effort and my choices help me sleep better. It's that simple. Build the belief that you control your destiny. Cultivate that internal locus of control, and you'll rarely struggle with motivation again. This episode is brought to you by the team at Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community for creators with over 25,000 classes in design, business, and more. If you want to learn something, there's likely a Skillshare class for it. Click the link in the description to get a 2-month free trial. After that, it's just $10 a month to keep learning. I recommend checking out their productivity course. It teaches practical ways to improve your focus and attention span so you can get more done. And getting more done is a powerful way to strengthen that internal locus of control so you'll feel even more motivated moving forward. Give it a look and stay tuned.